Welcome to Lesson 5 and all about masking. Masking is basically a method used to be able to layer your stamps without creating a messy looking pile of, well, stamps. If you've ever layered stamps and been disappointed with your results, this video will change your approach to layering. I'll show you how to plan your finished project out in order to help achieve the results you'll be happy with. So here we are, lesson 5 about masking. So this time the stamp that I've chosen to work with is called Veranda. This one has this wonderful lattice design, and we've got these florals and these frames. So we're going to use a little bit from each of the sheets. And we're just going to use a piece of paper again. I find that's the clearest way for you guys to see what I'm doing. So my plan is I would like to use this rose. There's kind of like a bunch of roses here, this frame, and this lattice as a background. So when you're masking, you want to start with the foreground. So this will be in the absolute front. And I actually might change this up just a little bit and use both of these. Why not? So we'll just plan it out a little bit here. You can see I've used this one before. We'll do it like this. So the two of them are kind of layered like that. And then this is going to be a frame that goes around them. So we're going to go with probably the frame first, so that the flowers are behind the frame, because this part and here we're going to have a little bit of overlap. Okay, so we're going to plan things out on this piece of paper. And we'll take these two flower bunches, and we'll kind of layer them like this. I just want to take a peek and see how this is going to set. Yes, that's going to work good. Okay, so first off, we're going to pick up this frame. So I'm going to take my thin mount and I'm going to line it up, this edge and this edge. So we're just going to lay that down, and we're going to focus on just picking up this frame. It's going to want to pick up the rest, so I'm just going to have to help it not do that. So this one's set. Now I'm going to grab another thin mount, and I'm going to line it up the same way with my bottom and the one side, corner to corner. And we're going to pick up that one. And we're going to set that one down. Now I'm going to grab, excuse me, a third thin mount. And I'm going to do the exact same one to pick up this one. So now I have all three where I want them in position on my finished project. Okay, I'm just going to pick 3 different colors here just so that I can show you how that works. So we're going to go with, this is going to be the one in the front. So we'll do this one with Ocean's Deep, which is that turquoise, if you remember from a previous. Okay, now we will set this down how we had planned, lining up your corner, and then we're going to stabilize and press the stamp down. Look how beautiful that is. These stamps are so gorgeous with their detail. I love that. Okay, let's wipe this one off. And we can take it off and set it back on its little sheet. Okay, and now let's go in with the next one. I'm gonna go with green. So now the second floral, we will ink this up with green. And before we stamp it, we are going to grab the mask. And is that the big one? Yes. So we'll put this mask on top, trying to line it up perfectly. And now we'll take this one and we'll line it up corner to corner and press it on top. Now see how that's not over top? It's like peeking in from behind. So I'm just gonna wipe this off and then I'm gonna wanna show you something else. So see how this mask, now these come direct from IOD. So, but you can, see how it's kind of, the word has left my brain, but it's not very detailed. Like the fussy cut isn't really precise around here. You can always go in with your fussy cutting scissors and make this way more open space in here, like cut out some of this open space. And that way you will be able to get closer and within a stamp like that. You can kind of customize that however you want. And I'll show you on one of mine that I have done that with. So let's clean off this one. And see what I mean by you got some, you can't really see it, a little bit of staining. That's okay. It doesn't hurt the stamp. Makes them easier to see, actually. Okay, so now I need both this mask and the mask for this one. And we're gonna lay those both down on top. And then we're going to stamp the frame. So the frame, we're going to go with China Blue. And same, line your thin mat. Oh, I can see a little bit of ink on the stamp where I don't want it. So just clean that up. Line up your corner to corner. There we go. So this just protected these little wee parts here where the frame was gonna set on top. But that looks better than it just stamping over top, I think anyways. It looks cleaner, more intentional. Okay, now done with those. But I want to stamp this lattice work right over the top, but I want it to look like it's behind. So that's the next plan. And this is a really big one. So we'll line it up. I like to have it kind of centered. We'll see how this works, if this will work better. This will work better. So I have it crossing right over here and right there. So it's nice and centered. I'm going to match corner to corner again to pick it up. There we go. And we're going to put these masks down again. This time we're going to be masking 3 different ones. And now this is the one I was going to mention about customizing your mask a little bit. So with this one, for some reason, from IOD, this big center part is still in there. Whoops. There we go. So they have all of this left, and I didn't want that extra in there because that would kind of defeat the whole look that you want to go for if you want to put something behind this frame. So I went along and I just used scissors and I cut it off around that edge. I kept it in case I need it for anything, but this way the lattice is going to go, otherwise it would have been cut off here because this was all masked space on the original mask, and I didn't want that. Double checking my mask. Lining up my corners. And then we'll gently press that stamp down. Okay, and now I need this side done. And this is going to, now we're just going to eyeball it this way. So I've still got quite a bit of ink on this edge. I'm just gonna re-ink to make sure I get the coverage. And I'm going to just try to, actually, I did that the wrong way. No, we'll go this way. Now we're gonna just line it up by eye. So we want those points to connect. So it looks like a full panel of lattice in the background. See how that works? So we've got, this is in the foreground, this is tucked in behind it, and then this is also tucked in behind these because I wanted these little blooms or buds to kind of sit on the outside of the frame. But then we've got this whole lattice that's way in the back, as it was the last thing that we stamped. So that's masking. So you can get as complicated as you want or as simple as you want with this. What really works well with masking is the big floral stamps like chrysanthemums, peonies, sunflowers. Those are all really good examples. I'm going to show you, I have a really big example here of what you can do with masking. So this is using IOD's Sunflowers stamp. This is a 2-sheet set of stamps. And all of these sunflowers are individual, and the leaves are all individually stamped. And I just masked them as I went. So things like this big sunflower I did first, and then I did this one, these two in behind it after I masked this one. And then I would mask these ones to do some leaves. So you just keep building on it and adding your stamps where you need them to be. But that is, this is, I stamped it with stone gray, and then I painted it, and then I re-stamped it again with the black on top. So that gives you the crisp detail and a little bit of depth to it. I hope this video clarified a little bit of the mystery that a lot of people have around masking their stamps. It's super easy to create really layered and realistic looking images once you get the hang of how these masks work. And you can just, it's endless. You can keep creating amazing pieces. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.